What's going on, fellow ghosts, gamerheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Active Fool. That's 2 zeros, not O's, aka Mr. O Minds in the chat, aka Raven. And tonight, back with another double header, but a video that I am super duper excited to bring to you guys. It's two bands that I will be adding to the music that made Raven playlist, but they were a huge part of my formative years, and I do feel like there's an honest to God bridge between artists like Ren and Jesse Wells now and these bands from when I was coming of age and things of that nature, because these two bands were definitely speak truth to power type bands. As I've stated in previous videos, I try not to get too political on the channel, but obviously dealing with bands such as like Rage Against the Machine, which we'll be covering tonight, they say what they say, so it's really, just about the music that and the message that they were intoning at that time. And I do feel like they were a valuable asset because they provided a voice for the perceived voiceless of the time, and they were definitely critical of the established norms in their own ways. And so I definitely feel like they are Radiohead. I always say Rage Against the Machine, and Tool are sort of the predecessors to artists like Ren and Jesse Wells now, who are very outspoken against establishmentarianism and things of that nature. And so today I'm super excited, but I'm also expecting that this video will probably get claimed. So this is probably past Raven speaking to you now in the future. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and do the video now and go ahead and get that process started just in case it does get claimed, because I'm super excited to bring these songs to you guys and react to them with you. But we're going to go ahead and dive into it, man. Like I can't even stall anymore. But if you took the time to watch this video, thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and dive into first Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade. Now, I had a couple of choices. Obviously killing in the name of, but I chose Bulls on the Parade because it had an official video and I was unaware of that. Yep. But because they had an official video, I was like, cool, it gives us a visual along with the lyrics to analyze, which I'm definitely going to do pauses. I'm going to give my insights and commentary and my introspections as they relate to me and things that I can, speak on from personal experience and things of that nature. But we're gonna vibe out to the music as well. So let's get it. This is Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade. Okay, so I was actually not paying attention to the lyrics that first time, so we're gonna rewind it, because I want to actually try to analyze what he's saying. I do know the lyrics, but just hearing him intone them De La Roche, intone the lyrics, it definitely helps me, or any artist when I'm actually reacting to them, it helps me mentally illustrate what they're trying to say. So we're gonna go back and listen, because when it went wow 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 when it went into that, man, I was totally back like 19 again, and I was just waiting for that shit to drop, bro. I apologize, but I am a music stan. If you have not been able to gather that by being on this channel this long, that is very much what I am. So like, yes, and Rage Against the Machine was definitely that mold of like rock and rap that like it definitely caught my attention in that phase of my life, and I was just like enraptured with like anything they had to say. I was on that shit, man, like for real, like heavy. But yeah.
The microphone explodes, shattering the mold. Need a drop of hits like De La O. Get the fuck off the commode with the short shot. Sure to make the body drop, dropping no copio, no corners of co-op. Terror rains drenching, quenching the thirst of the power dawn. That five-sided pentagon, that rotten sword on the face of the earth gets bigger. The triggers cold empty your pulse.
Okay, so it sounds like he's speaking about the 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 tendency of those in power to he called it that five-sided fistagon, but it's essentially like he said dropping hits like De La Mode, or get the fuck off the commode with the short shot, sure to make the body drop. It was something specific. He said, hold on, let me see if I can catch it so I'm not sounding like a complete fucking idiot.
Make the body drop, dropping no copio, no corners of co-op. Terror rains drenching, quenching the thirst of the power dawn.
That terror reigns quenching, drenching the thirst of the terror dawns, like the people in power that are controlling the fear mongering of the people, quenching the, and then he called them that five-sided fistagon. So that's what I was referring to about like the sort of call or the outspokenness towards the powerful taking advantage of those without. And definitely it's hard to pick apart exactly everything he's saying because of the obscurity of the rap, but at the same time you kind of get the message regardless, right? Like it's kind of there, and the in your faceness of the song, and it's definitely there.
Shattering the mold, need a drop of hits like De La O. Get the fuck off the commode with the short shot. Sure to make the body drop, dropping no copio, no corners of co-op. Terror rains drenching, quenching the thirst of the power dawn. That five-sided pentagon, that rotten sword on the face of the earth gets bigger. The triggers cold empty your pulse. Rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. Weapons, not food, not homes, not shoes, not need, just feed the war cannibal animal.
That's self-explanatory. That's not clothes, not foods, you know what I'm saying, not shit, not schools, just more weapons to feed the war cannibal animal. That's obvious. The military industrial complex, and that's every fucking country in the world spends billions, if not trillions of dollars on trying to make their country the deadliest force on earth. Then it's that shit could go towards feeding people, man. That shit could go towards housing people. That shit could go towards healthcare for people. And like I said, I don't really want to get too political, but I'm just illustrating the points that he's making, and it's a real point, and it's valid today. Let's see when this song was created. 13. Wait, this is when it was. I don't know when it was actually released. This is when the video was posted. So it's over 13 years old. And it's relevant today. So when we talk about how Ren seems prophetic, Rage Against the Machine definitely fits into that same category. That's the point I'm trying to illustrate. But yeah. Oh man, I love this fucking band. Let's get it.
Walk the corner to the rumble, knowledge. We rally round our family with a pocket full of shells. We rally round our family with a pocket full of shells. Weapons, not food, not homes, not shoes, not need, just feed the war, cannibal animal. I walk the corner to the rumble. That used to be a library, line up to the mine cemetery now. What we don't know keeps the contract alive and moving. They don't gotta burn the book, they just remove them. While arms, warehouses, fill as quick as a cell. Rally round the family, pockets full of shells. Rally.
So this is like, it seems like it's also like a shot at gun culture in our country, because it's definitely like rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. Like that's, you know, the typical American family these days. You know, Christian, home got a lot of guns. You know, stand your ground, that sort of shit. Like that's the typical American life today, which makes this song even more prophetic. And also, I would like to. He said he walked the corner to the rubble that used to be a library. So they don't gotta burn the books, they just remove them. You know what I'm saying? So then there's no use for libraries. And that's like, we are seeing that happen in real time in our culture, because AI is everything. Like, kids not reading books no more. Now when you got Gronk and fucking Cortana and Gemini and all these other motherfuckers, kids ain't reading, and it's a very subtle, but it's a noticeable shift away from literacy. Like you can see videos posted right now talking about how Gen Alpha generally has a lower reading and math level than the generations preceding it, and it's supposed to be the opposite. Like typically each generation gets smarter than the previous generation, but that's not necessarily the case, and teachers are actually quitting. This shit is real. That reference I made to Idiocracy a couple of videos back, this shit is real. So, like, yeah, this is definitely a poignant shot at the establishment, at what values are really important to people that are harmful to society as a whole. And it's, you know, it's definitely like in your face, and it's telling you like, yo, this shit is fucked up. And I think that's what attracted me to their messages and their songs the most, was that it was just raw, it was in your face, and they didn't give a fuck if you liked it or not, bro. Like, it was just like, this us, so you either like it or you don't. Get the fuck out, rally around the family.
Full of shells. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells. They rally round the family with a pocket full of shells.
At first I thought this was a DJ doing this shit, but no, that's somebody on their guitar, bro. Like, that is insane. and they showed you a visual of who the bulls on parade are. Every time you see something happen, and some happen to somebody, we reach an example of shit like Minnesota and stuff like that. I ain't gonna go into great detail. You can do your own research on it, but people get out there and force, and then the bulls go on parade, bro. They show who the bulls on parade were. Yeah, I don't even need to, you know what I mean? I gotta let the video speak for itself. But like I said, man, this is crazy. How prophetic this video is, and how on message it is in 2026 September. I mean, what the fuck? February 10th, 2026. I don't know what the hell be wrong with me sometimes. That's my birthday month. Maybe that's, well, I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, February 10th, 2026. The message in Bulls on Parade is fucking spot on. That shit is insane. Insanely prophetic. Los Angeles. Dopeness. And I love that song. It's on my Spotify playlist, and I do listen to it from time to time when I'm feeling, when I get done doom scrolling and I need to even myself back out again because all the fucked up shit that I just watched. Yeah, I definitely listen to some Rage Against the Machine or something like that. But the message is clear, man. You know, the establishment got money for all these guns. And yet it's so many people that's lacking in funds. And I ain't even trying to be no poet and didn't know it or no shit like that. But it's the truth. You know, like, man, like, it's so much that could be told. It's so, even a percentage of what is done with so much as far as military guns and shit like that, a percentage of that, if given, if allocated to resources that benefit the people, man, it could change. You change people's quality of life, then you change the amount that you get out of productivity. You alter all of that shit. But if people living shitty, then they're not gonna work. How you living is how you work. It's all connected. It's all connected. And you got people getting worked to the bone and then getting replaced by AI. And it's just a crazy prophetic song, man. And I'm glad I got to react to it on this channel. You guys can let me know what y'all thought of my analytics of the song down in the comments. I thought it was extremely moving and hard hitting. And shout out to De La Rocha and the whole band, man, because they man, iconic. Hands down, iconic, man. Rage Against the Machine. Shout out to Rage Against the Machine, and shout out to you guys. We're gonna get on to the next song. I think this band is just as if not even more iconic than the previous one, and it is a song that I think also fits the narrative that we have been exploring in this video. So without further ado, we are going to take a look at the official video of Tool, Sober. I'm excited. I fucking love this song. Visuals are so fucking creepy, bro.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murder now the bastard must wait, just because the sun is come. Jesus wants to try and wrestle, something when the past is done.
Wow.
Jesus wants to try and wrestle, something
All right, we're gonna have to rewind way back because I was in spectator mode. It's the same thing that happened in the first song. I was looking at the visuals, so I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics. Although I do pretty much know the lyrics word for word. We're going to go back to try to make it as transformative as possible. I hope that doesn't ruin the immersion for you guys. But like I said, I'm pretty sure this video is gonna get claimed, so I'm making every attempt to make it like transformative as I can.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, who upon the finger rests, murder now the path must wait, just because the sun has come.
Okay, so it's obviously a Christian or a religious reference in here because he's, just because the sun has come, and then he goes Jesus, and I don't have to repeat that part. You saw it, but it says every shadow's steps behind me, shrouding every step I take, pointing every finger at me, making every promise empty. So it's like something that is pursuing a person that is like, how they say the pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. It seems like this, whatever this issue or aspect or entity, whatever that is, that's following this person is like ruining every attempt anything they may try to do good. It seems like the opposite happens, and it's definitely like a exasperation and almost like a desperation to the point of hopelessness in it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I've heard this song a million times, but this is one of those bands, like, if you can explain every line of this song word for word, my G, you a fucking genius. I'm gonna just tell you right there, you are a fucking musical genius, and we just gonna leave it at that.
Jesus wants to try and wrestle something with the past and done. Jesus wants to try and wrestle something with the past and done. Why can't we not be sober? Just want to start this over. Why can't we drink forever? Just want to start this over.
So I mean, with that, I can definitely relate. I had that point in my life where that was my exact thought. Why can I just not be sober? Because I just did not want to feel the shit that I was going through and that was happening to me in my life. So I just wanted to be numb all the time. Fortunately, this October I will be 7 years sober. But there was a time in my life where I just did not care to be anything else but not sober. So I could definitely relate to the chorus. And it kind of leans also into the desperation I mentioned in the verse previously, because this person is obviously desperate if they're leaning on, why can't I just not be sober? You know what I mean? So definitely some thought-provoking lyrics here. I said I thought it might be in the same nature of a song as Bulls on the Parade. I'm not sure that it is in the same like vein and the same theme as far as like anti-establishmentarianism and stuff like that, but it is a person that is fed up with something, because why would a person turn to like escapism through using, if not because they were unsatisfied with how things are? I mean, that's just the reality of it. But yeah, definitely some thought-provoking lyrics, man. So with that, it sounded like the shadow of whatever the person in the first verse was like. The shadow stepping behind me. It sounded like that was from the perspective of the shadow, because everything he's saying is like, I will work to elevate you just enough to bring you down, and I will only complicate you and just to chew it up and leave. And it's very much that negative aspect, like no matter what you do, I'm gonna always be there to fuck it up in some kind of way. So that's is a very interesting dynamic I'm hearing in this song that I never took into consideration before. So um with that being said, um this might be why this person can is on this, why can we not be sober sort of tip, because they got this thing following around them, and no matter what they do, it always seems to fuck it up. So um they just want to start shit over, as he says in the chorus. And it's a very interesting dynamic taking place in this song. Doesn't really relate to the establishment as I thought it would. It's more of a I don't want to say inner dialogue, but it's more of a person suffering through it may be an ordeal, or it may be with an aspect of their life that is an obstacle in what they're trying to do, or it could be a part of themselves. I'm not quite certain on that, but it's definitely making a concerted effort to fuck up whatever it is the person from the first verse has going on. That's pretty much obvious. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. The visuals in this are insane.
I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and fall as well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? Just want to start things over.
Sounded like that darker aspect was getting to him a little bit with that trust me. I don't know. Sounded pretty desperate and convincing. Oh man, I was fanboying out on that. I ain't even gonna lie, I got my heart rate up a little bit. But nah, man, it's definitely the obscurity be damned. The music is so powerful, and Maynard James Keenan, and De La Roche both. They just have such like is almost like a ragged aspect to their voice that when they're vocalizing, it like calls your attention to the song no matter what it is. In this second song, it sounded like a person struggling with maybe, well, not even a maybe. The name of the song is Sober, but it definitely had a person struggling with an abuse issue, and it seemed like maybe the abuse kind of got to him at the end, because when the song climaxed and he came in, he was like, "What?" He was like, the character on the screen was like spazzing out, and like it seemed like he was losing the battle. But that's just my interpretation of the video. I would love to hear what you guys thought of Tool Sober and Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine. These are two of my most favorite rock songs of all time. So please be gentle with me. No, I'm just playing. Give me your honest thoughts. If you liked it, definitely let me know. If you didn't like it, also let me know, man. Let me know why. I'm trying to make this content better. Only way I can do is if I get that feedback, and I'll work from there. But I'm gonna go ahead and call a wrap to this reaction here. If you enjoyed the content for whatever reason, your first time watching, I definitely recommend you hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. You'll know the next time I drop another video, which I should be doing some more Romaine the Caesar videos and trying to find some more of the Big Push stuff, but also going to be branching out into other artists as well. So if that sounds like your kind of vibe, like I said, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. But for now, I want to wish all you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And if you enjoyed the video, then click on one of these videos over here and spend some more time with your boy. But for now, I want to wish you guys stay safe, stay frosty. You already know. I'll catch you on the flip side. Till next time, Actual out.